August 19th, 2020, and this is for punch list item for RT Construction, contractor Garrett Smith. This has been an issue that I brought up and it's been attempted but not resolved, and it just shows you more of like the finish work or the lack of skill in finish work. You could see this is bowed, and it has to do with, I've heard so many different types of explanations for it. It's because the box wasn't drilled in. There's an electrical box, the box is not drilled in far in enough, or whatever it may be. I am fortunate that I subscribe to a group of people that do renovations, and I asked around, and basically they're spacers, inexpensive spacers that you could use to put in to make these more flush mount, and they're really inexpensive. I suppose that, I'm putting this as a punch list item because that should be an easy thing to do. And from here on forward, I would hope that future clients don't have to deal with stuff like this. It used to look much worse. This right here was further to the right, and it just causes more, hazards, right? Because this is all electrical. Part of this is a safety feature to make sure that everything is covered up and away from us in terms of wiring, in terms of, anything electrical. But again, this is the workmanship that you can expect. And so unless you say something, they're not going to say, they're just going to leave it as is. And it's absolutely terrible. Same with this one, this outlet here. See how it's bowed? It's really bowed, and then it's like just really tight. It makes you start to question, all these were before were old style, flicker switches. This is all brand new, newly installed. So there was really no reason other than time and perhaps awareness of not doing it correctly. I've talked to people that have done renovations in homes, and I said, well, this is a 1950s home, things like that. This is one of those things where it's just, there's just not this level of craftsmanship or workmanship. And frankly speaking, this is pretty basic. It's not really that. It's very much DIY friendly. Same with things here. It's like just really bowed. You see how all this is bowed. It's really, but yet it's really tight. So it's like there needs to be some type of spacers in here. I'm just gonna walk around. This is a little better. This is more flush mount. This is what you wanna see, something that's firm and flush to the wall, not bowing. This is a yet to be determined. See if other outlets, other things of nature. And a lot of them were crooked too. So it just shows you like, they just want to be one and done. And I understand that, but and let's look at this, the screws. The screws are silver, and you notice, like, look over there, screws are white. So just lack of attention, lack of awareness, making it, make you wonder, in any type of work, it's, I don't know of any type of position where you don't have like, that you can get away with not being so detail oriented. But even then, those types of bigger picture type things, it's very much focused on looking at bigger picture, looking at bigger things with a longer timeline. But this is different. This is like, you got to know what you got to know what to do, and you get it done. But see, this is the type of work, and unless you care or know, you won't. And just like show you this is in the kitchen, just the type of work being done. Like, look, this is an indent right here. It needs to be sanded. I mean, things are bowed out. This is actually not too bad, but oh yeah. This is yet to be determined. See, it really should be more like this. You see how this one, it's not even bowed, it's flush, but then there's, it's like either tightening of screws or knowing how to do it. And I'm making an assumption here that, all these these guys, because they tell me they have 30 years of experience, so much experience, 10, 15, 20 years of experience. And I'm like, this is something that's pretty basic and fundamental that most people, DIYers, you know, basic handiwork, this is not like very technical. I said, can't even get the fundamentals right. It's like saying you're a writer, but you don't know how to, you know, you don't know your ABCs. So this is a fundamental type of thing, and it's just not done. Like you got this, like this outlet is practically popping out, right? It is popping out. And yeah, so this is better. This is what you want to see. You want something a little more flush. You want it to cover, but even this is a little bit. So this is the type of thing that is challenging, because you can see it's bowed in. This is, it just goes to show you, like, if they're already having challenges with the simple tasks, it makes you wonder about the bigger tasks. And like we saw with electrical, there's bigger challenges, you know, what you could really see a lot in how they work, or what they know, or how they do, just by noticing the simple things. And unfortunately, this is unacceptable.